What's up, business owners, and welcome back to another video for our 12 Days of Christmas Business Owner Series. I am so happy that you have decided to join me again today because I am super excited about today's topic, as I am for every topic, but you already know. Every topic that I've got for you all these next couple of days are going to be chef's kiss when it comes to getting on track and staying on track for 2023. Our last previous videos have already been uploaded and are available on my channel. So if you haven't seen those, make sure you go check them out. I think that you will find them to be super helpful. But for those of you who have already been on track and are still with me, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So our topic for today is going to be revolving around goal setting and the importance of setting goals that are realistic, attainable, every other acronym that you can possibly imagine. Whether you're using SMART or SMAC, we're going to attack all of them today and figure out how we can actually get ourselves ready for setting goals and how can we actually attain them each and every time. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So we're going to go ahead and start off today with tip number 1, which is setting your goals right now. Look, I know you're probably either on vacation or you've just got finished maybe coming back from visiting all of your family and friends, or you might even be prepping to do it all over again for the new year. But if you are really serious about getting your business on track, whatever your small business idea may be, you might want to go ahead and start setting your goals right now. And you can even separate them, right? So you can have your personal goals that you want to achieve along with your business goals, but just make sure that you don't wait until New Year's Eve to get those done. Go ahead, start setting them now, because I promise you, the sooner you can go ahead and start setting those goals, the better equipped you'll be to achieve them in the new year, right? So if you're trying to set a goal and let's say you want to be more consistent with your newsletter, you're not going to start designing your newsletter on January 2 or January 3. You might want to go ahead and set a template now. Find a carrier if you're going to use ConvertKit, if you're going to use Klaviyo, or if you're going to even use some new features that are even being provided to us on Twitter right now. Whatever your platform is going to be, see what templates they offer, see what's trending right now. Any type of information you can gather, all of that research can go in towards your goal that you can automatically be ready to start attacking in 2023 versus planning to get it done at the last minute. So remember, don't wait until New Year's Eve to set your goals. Take some time now. If you want to pause this video and just write down all the different things you want to achieve, both again in your business or personal, set them now so you can go ahead and start working on them and you won't wait till the last minute to get it done. Okay, tip number 2 is setting times to check in on your progress, or what you might want to call a benchmark. There is nothing worse than setting a goal and not seeing where you are in that goal, whether you are right on track and need to keep going with your momentum, or if you might be a little bit behind and you need to pick up the pace. All you need to do is set dates and deadlines. And if deadlines scare you, that's okay. What you really can do is give yourself a window of time. So for example, we'll go right back to the newsletter analogy. Let's say that I want to have a newsletter and my goal is to attain anywhere between 100 to 250 new subscribers to my newsletter. If I am on track and I want to get these numbers by the end of Q1, I am not going to wait until March 22nd to see if I'm on track or not. I'm going to do a check-in each month to see if I'm doing a good job and I need to keep going, or if my numbers are a little bit stagnant and I need to keep, if I need to pick up the pace. So that's just about your KPIs, which are key performance indicators, and all of those numbers and different types of information can be found, again, in the softwares that you might be using to run these newsletters. So set your benchmarks, not just so you can understand where you are, but to also keep you on the straight and narrow path for where you want to go in the future. Tip number 3, make sure you aim for the stars, but be ready to do the work. What this means is I want you to go for the gold. I want you to think as high as you want, and I want you to achieve all of these goals. But I also want you to be realistic in your work capacity. So if you have a full-time job and you are interested, one of your goals is by the end of April, I want to have saved enough money where I can quit my job and start my small business. If you want to do that, you need to be realistic about how much work and how much saving will be necessary for you to get started without you having to maybe struggle so much. And when I say struggle, I don't mean, you won't have food or you won't be able to watch TV. Struggling meaning now you have no job and you're worried and stressed out about where your income is coming in from. So again, you have to kind of contemplate what are going to be your challenges and what are going to be the things that are going to help you get past those challenges or avoid those obstacles. What can help you get ready to do the work is if you are doing a lot of research, planning ahead, and asking the right questions. How much money do I actually need to save? Can I get started using free softwares? Are there certain people that are already in my circle who would maybe be interested in funding or donating some money or investing in my business so I can eventually pay it forward within the next 6 months to a year and pay them back maybe with a little bit of interest? These are the types of things that'll keep you goal setting, keep you on board, but it'll also prevent you from falling off track or getting overwhelmed. Because I think that's where a lot of people really fall short, right? When you're thinking about your goals and you are really motivated because it's a new year coming around and you're really, really hyped, but then out of nowhere, the work that's required starts to settle in and it's a little bit more than what you're used to. And eventually you're not checking in with yourself, you're not giving yourself benchmarks, and you just stop. So again, so far, all of the tips that I've given so far, as far as 1, 2, and 3 are concerned, these are all your prep tips, the things that'll keep you on track and the things that will not allow you to fall off and prevent you from being able to achieve the goals that you want. Tip number 4 is probably my favorite because it's about telling other people about your goals so they can hold you accountable. Now, for those of you who maybe have an extremely large family and they believe in you, they trust you, they want you to succeed, they're cheering you on, those are the people that are automatically going to be in your corner and the ones who definitely need to know what your goals are. Because when you're feeling down, there's nothing better than having a group of people that are cheering you on to get back on the horse, right? And for others of us who maybe don't have that large of a circle, there's always communities online that are always like pouring out their hearts, giving you information, tips, and tools that you'll need to succeed. So it's either going to come from your internal circuit of people that you trust, and let's just be realistic, okay? Not everybody has a supportive network on their internal team, so you go external. You go into the internet spaces like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook groups, mighty networks. There's all different types of communities. Maybe you want to break out into tech and you're hearing from other people or from internal sources that are telling you that it's oversaturated, or if you don't have up to 15 years experience in coding, you won't get a job. I guarantee you, if you go to any social media platform and type in hashtag tech communities or hashtag breaking out into tech, or asking literally, how can I break into tech? There are hundreds of profiles of people that will teach you how, give you opportunities on what to do. And if you follow the right people, they may even give you resources as to how you can even do entry-level tech jobs and get training along the way. So I guarantee you, there is, at this point in our creations here as human beings on this earth, there is no reason and no opportunity that you cannot achieve, especially when it comes to working from home and creating your own digital stamp on the world. Tip number 5 is going to be more of a motivational tip, but I still believe that it's super important. If you fall off, come closer. It's okay. I cannot tell you how many times people set goals, or even myself, how many goals I've set for myself and I've forgotten. I fell off. I didn't do it. I missed a day, and I missed 2 days, and then I missed 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And then out of nowhere, I just decided I've got options. I can either allow my couple of bad habits to completely ruin my plan, or I can just restart. And there is nothing wrong with restarting. You will not be able to, you won't be able to predict every single problem or every single issue that comes up. And that is what makes it so much more fun, being an entrepreneur, being a small business owner is the fact that every day is a new day. There's nothing routine about it. Yeah, sure, you can set yourself up to maybe follow a plan, or a path, but you'll be surprised how many times something's working one day and then it's just not, and you're gonna have to figure it out. But no matter what happens, you have to keep going. If you have a team and maybe your small business has 3 to 4 different people on board with you, you have a responsibility not just to them, but also to yourself to just keep trying, and you restart and you replan and you reconfigure. And each time you revisit that goal, you will become a lot more responsible. You'll also not allow those bad habits to trickle in and prevent you from going again. So please continue to keep going and pushing yourself, because in the long run, you'll thank yourself for not stopping. And tip number 6 isn't really a tip, but I feel like I should just throw it in there anyway. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. When you do something, no matter how big or how small, you need to give yourself something motivational, right? Make a post on social media if you have been, sharing your goals with your audience, or even if you don't want to share it on social media, if one of your goals was to achieve a following of 500 people by a certain amount of time, and you finally do that, go get some ice cream. Go watch your favorite movie. Go hang out with your friends. Take a nap because you probably weren't resting like I told you to last video. So whatever you have to do to celebrate yourself, celebrate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Tell yourself that you're doing it, and then just get right back on the path. And that's the video. I really hope that you all found this to be super helpful, and I also am eager to find out what some of your goals are. So if you want to, let's hold each other accountable right here, right now. I'll drop a few of my goals in my description box, or maybe even put them in the comment section, and you all can tell me what your goals are, and let's make sure we check back in every so many weeks or so, or whenever you do your benchmark checks, and let's see if we're still on board. And remember, 2023 starts now. If you get that into your head and you start setting your goals early, you will be right on track to do what you need to do for the rest of the year. Thank you all so much. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with someone else that you think could also benefit from it. Make sure you subscribe and hit that ding bell notification so you never miss another time that I upload. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!